What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to thank my sponsor, Steel Supplements. Link and discount code down in the description. Also, you guys know I'm a Weeble Preferred Influencer. One of the best promotions they've offered. If you just sign up for an account with my link, they'll give you one free stock worth up to $300. If you deposit a single dollar, they will give you two more worth up to $3,000. Want to thank you guys so much. Yesterday, first video I've ever had on the YouTube homepage, go over 100,000 views in a day, and I don't normally revisit videos like this, but in this case I made an exception, and I gotta tell you, going back and getting the material to make this video, it's so frustrating to understand how this game lacks simulation football qualities and how many years they sell us this. So we're going to go back, just for continuity's sake, we're going to watch this clip. And I want to thank you guys for sending these clips over to me and understand exactly why this game is broken. And I also want to talk about some interpretation of this play, and thankfully, rare situation, we're going to revisit NFL footage, but I do want to say a lot of people saw this and said, he wasn't touched, the play is still alive, he was never touched, he can get up and run. That is not actually accurate, and we're going to discuss why. So I want to start by just showing this. You can see the game clearly has a slide animation, right? When we go back to the rulebook, it clearly says, and this is the NFL rulebook. If you're ever, really wanting to go to sleep and there's not a NASCAR race on, go read through this. It literally says that a runner declares himself down by sliding feet first, and that when they slide, it is a dead ball the instant he touches the ground with anything other than his feet, okay? So we know then, NFL simulation football, the play is over. Now, you can debate whether he gets curb stomped right here or not. He could be touched, but it doesn't matter. We can revisit this play. You want to feel old? Joe Flacco, 2017, Tony Romo on commentary. You can see here, 14-second mark of this clip, okay? Real time. 14-second mark, he gets hit while sliding. Number 77 is calling for a penalty 3 seconds later. 3 seconds later. The referee, 1 second later, throwing the flag. Real NFL football. Real rules. If we're simulating this, 2017 EA Sports, Madden 22 can't figure it out because it lets the player get up and start running. And look at the inability to generate animations. Look at the library not being full enough. This is what we've been talking about for a decade with this game. It doesn't have the correct logic. It doesn't have enough animations. And when it does, everything is scripted because somehow this becomes a fumble that is recovered by the Steelers. This is really a game-ending play in many situations. Fourth quarter, 3 minutes and 55 seconds left, and you've just got a turnover when you were down by 10. The game's over because this game can't replicate football properly. It doesn't know how to simulate the actual rule book. And we can joke and say, well, there's no refs on the field, but that's only part of it. The fact that as this unit of a quarterback, as many of you mentioned, walks off, and we have a Madden moment come up, because that's what this gameplay was from. It's still simulation mode, by the way. There's no more fitting Madden moment than what you just saw. This is a key moment in how bad this game is. But yet I went back and looked. Painfully. Every single year. Madden like you've never seen it. Game-changing control on and off the field. Real player motion transforms the way you play. Adding things to the game when it's not complete. Selling us next-gen, real-world, authentic, inside the stadium experiences. The most realistic NFL simulation ever available. And yet here we are, the year after that, putting up a clip, getting a mixed response, having 100,000 people see how broken this game is, and then the capacity to go back against the NFL rulebook, against actual NFL footage. I showed you a gameplay clip from 2017. And I intentionally showed you Madden selling points from 18, 19, 20, and 21. We're going to forgo this year. But that alone should tell you how long they've had to sit down at EA Sports and get this game in the proper state. Get this game to the point it is the most realistic NFL simulation ever. That's what they're selling us last year. Yet we can sit here today with all the confidence in the world and show that this game not only can't simulate football, it doesn't even know the rule book properly. It can't even enforce static information. If you can't program the rule book into the game, how are you going to program moments that are unique? Right? The rule book doesn't change for the most part. Yes, there are things that are adapted, right? But generally speaking, the concepts of football do not change, right? These should be the easiest things to program. When you're going through logic and you have to determine when a player is down, and it starts with a slide, you literally can go in and program very simply. When the user's input is slide, the play is over. That's it. Right? If you can't get that right, you're going to struggle with a lot of other very much more complex details and refinement. You're never going to have unique moments if you can't get these static, determined moments right. This is a determined moment in football. When the player went to slide, the play was over. That's it. The fact that he could get up, start running again, and fumble the ball just shows you this game is so far behind where it should be. It's been so far behind. EA Sports, if they're watching games, right, and I'm not going to sit there and pretend that they don't. I'm not that guy that says, oh, these guys don't even watch football. Most of them just went to the Super Bowl. But the reality is they had 2017 like you and me did to watch that Dolphins-Ravens game and understand what happened in the play and make sure it was in their game correctly. Not only did they not do that, they continued to neglect fixing it year after year after year while selling us something that they know the game can't live up to. And that's what this channel's been based on showing for years. Love to know your thoughts on this. Would really love for EA to fix their game. Appreciate you watching this video, and I will be back in the week with more commentary.